Hey, fellow Riblets, it's me, Tom from Target Prime Rib. How we doing today? Hey, Tanya. Hey, Sandy, Sonny, Sandy. How you both doing? I hope everything is good today. Um, I'm pretty refreshed. I had an interesting uh, morning this morning. I sent a video out, a short. Um, he pretty much told me that he may need me for earlier this morning. May need me for earlier this morning. And he said that at 4 o'clock, he was going to give me a call either way. Give me a call or text me either way. So, being productive, I woke up, I got dressed, and I got ready and I waited downstairs. And I figured I'd do my video. And I didn't realize it, but I left my selfie stick downstairs on the bench. So it was kind of good that I did go downstairs because I found the selfie stick. No one touched it. So that was actually good. Hey, how you doing, Sandy? So, so I made the video of me waiting and everything, and I had said in the video that I was not like if he didn't call, I'm not going to go there and try to because somebody suggested I go there and like make sure that it's okay. Hey Lisa, how we doing today? And Bacon Baby, how you doing? You know, um, but to me that feels like I'm begging. Like I I definitely do not want the job that badly. I mean, the guy said he was going to call me either way. He made sure he said that to me and he never did. So I'm going to assume he did not need me, and I'll text him later on saying that I will be there on Wednesday because that's an actual scheduled time that I'm supposed to be there. This was not scheduled. This was like a last minute I might need you type thing. So obviously he didn't need me. So and he probably forgot that he was supposed to call either way. So I'm good. And just want to put that out there of the latest of the quick check drama, and and go from there. So I did see in the chats that Tanya, you were saying about Chris Cooking Nashville is on. If you guys would like, if any of you guys want to see Chris Cooking Nashville, I could make sure that we don't stay for too long, so that way you can watch both. Um, Either that or whatever you want to do. All right, because I like Chris too. Um, I like both of them, so I can make sure that you get the best of both worlds, or that you get the best of both worlds. So this was the first message that was, "Hello, Terry Sue, Bo Bummus, Thomas Bo Bummus." Okay, I like that. So how's everybody else's day today? Let me back this up a little bit. I don't think anybody wants to just see my eyelids. So, anybody have a good weekend? And let me see. I did not see Kilter's live today. So, is there anything good that I should know about? Or okay, well, it's good that you're home now, relaxing, Bacon Baby. At least I hope you're relaxing. You know, after a hard day of work. He slept through kills, yeah. Like I said, I woke up really early to do the work, but then they never called, so they didn't need me. So is what I'm guessing, and I I was ready. I actually was so ready that I actually went down the stairs and was all I had to do was just walk across to the building, and I was there. I was dressed and everything, you know. So yeah, I mean, so do you like guys like it when I have it like on a little bit earlier so you guys can, like kind of like that pre coming on? Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Sandy. And do you see a deer, Lisa, or are you just saying deer? Okay, that's cool. I actually had my breakfast already. I had four burger patties, four strips of bacon, and four eggs. I guess I'm into the number four, and it was actually pretty good. There's one part that might not be apropos, but I actually how I did it was I cooked the bacon. I had about six, yeah, six strips of bacon. So he only does a couple of them, and I got all that grease into the ceramic pan, big huge pan, and it had like all bacon bits and stuff like that in it. Like the broken parts and all that. And I basically did that, did not empty it out, and I took the bacon. I didn't I pretty much cooked it, but it still had to be cooked some more. And I took he likes it really crisp and burnt. So I took it and I put it in the microwave for just about 45 seconds and got some extra bacon grease right on it. And I took the four eggs, and I actually put it in with a ceramic pan and mixed it with the bacon bits and the extra bacon grease. And that was my eggs. And then I poured some more of the bacon grease over that in the burger patties. And that was my breakfast today with some water. Interesting. Ground venison tastes like sausage to you? I mean, I haven't had ground venison in a while, but I don't remember even when the last time I had ground venison or any venison at all. To tell you the truth, I know it's very lean. No, I have the job. There's this. I'm just different things are happening. I was. I guess you didn't get the message, but I was actually downstairs today. I went down all dressed and everything like that, ready for him to call me to either come in or not to come in. He actually said like four or five times that he was going to call me either way. And so I waited. So if he did call me and say, "Hey, I need you to come in. Can you come in?" I was there like within like 2 minutes. Um, but he never called either way. He never called. So I took that as he didn't need me, and um, because I mean there is a 50-50 chance he's not going to call me if he doesn't need me. I'm thinking I'm going to take the high road and be optimistic and think that he just didn't remember that he said he was going to call me either way. And yeah, I know. I should, Terry. So you know what it is I guess I really do like the idea of working deep down, and it's really the only job I can do right now because it's right here, right close. But I am looking for other work, and I probably will leave the job soon. Definitely after the Boston trip. I'm really just doing it for the Boston trip. Hey, Mitch, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Wow. Wow. I know it's probably a little boring, right, Mitch? If they were hiring, I could, yes, but that might be a little too tempting. It's one thing to go in there for a few minutes and get a cup of coffee. It's a whole nother thing to actually go there and work and touch the goodies, so to speak. Wow. So, but everything's good, if they keep up with this stuff, though, I'm just going to give them a text saying, "Hey, I'll see you on Wednesday," because I'm actually scheduled for Wednesday. So I'll say, I'll be there on Wednesday. I'll see you guys Wednesday. And if he answers back, "No, don't come," then I won't go. If he answers back, "Okay, great," or doesn't answer back at all, I'll just assume I'm going, and this time I'll go all the way. I wouldn't say the whole gang, Mitch, but but there's a lot of people here from here. Um, you got Tanya, you got Sandy, you got Terry, you got Lisa, you got Bacon Baby. Um, I can't see Mitch playing any pranks. So then again, wouldn't it be Mitch if it was a prank? So we'll never know, Tanya. Sorry, Mitch, that was funny. Yes, Mitch is the celebrity. There's always, every once in a while, there's always somebody that comes on that I consider the celebrity, and Mitch is definitely the celebrity today. So that is awesome. Yeah. So you're going to be here at 8:30 in the morning. Oh, for tomorrow. Okay, yeah, of course. Duh. Yep, we all do love Mitch. Excellent. Um, so does anybody have plans for later on today? T-Bone Tuesday with Mitch. Cool. Is that for everybody? Tanya? Everybody's gonna get T-bone. You get a T-bone. You get a T-bone. You get a T-bone. No. Okay. That's pretty cool. Just reading through the chats. So I think I'm gonna put in here if anybody wants to come on and say hello. Um, just like we've done before. Anybody is welcome. All right. There we go. So the other day, last Friday, I was lucky enough to have Lisa come on here. So thank you again, Lisa, for coming on and sharing with us some of your journey. Okay. Oh yeah, because so in case I say balls, is that what you're doing? Yeah, I'm actually very grateful that you dropped in, Mitch. I really am. So, Mitch, unlike your channel, where you have a sausage party, I guess I have like all the ladies here. Oh, hello.
Yes, it says I'm on stage.
Yes,
Mhm. I'm
everybody
sitting.
sees you.
Man, I get my arm isn't long enough to get this camera far away from myself.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, Thomas, well. Let me turn off the sound on my TV because it's there. We go. Yeah, I saw you're on. I'm returning the favor, man. You come help me out, so thought I'd say
Okay.
hello. And I see the whole. And I have to prove to you that yes, this is the real old
Yeah.
guy carnivore, not
Well, I
somebody.
already I already felt it. I already knew it. But yes, prove it to them.
The good news is, I don't think I'm big enough for anybody to go to all the trouble of trying to counterfeit
No.
my site. No, no, not
Well,
like Ken
actually,
Berry
no.
and those guys.
Peter was actually counterfeited.
Well, Peter's everywhere.
He's that much bigger than you.
He's everywhere all the time,
That's true.
and yeah, I need to get a little drink. I'm sitting out on my patio.
I see that. I see the plant and everything. It took
Yeah,
probably got a little nostalgic there.
yeah. I just went. Excuse me. I just went and uploaded a video for today that I hope
Okay.
everybody finds interesting. It's coming out. I think I got it like 1:13. I try to release these things at oddball times because when you release a video like on the hour or on a half hour, usually you end up competing with a whole bunch of other new releases. So I try to pick oddball times. My YouTube studio tells me that most of my viewers are online starting at 1 o'clock on Tuesday
Oh,
until
okay.
the evening. And we have that tool and we use that to kind of figure when we should post our videos. Monday is, believe it or not, one of the busiest days, it seems, much busier than Sunday and a much wider time frame. So who knows? Who knows?
I wonder why
But
that is. Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know. I
I
can't
wonder if it's
figure it
because you're
out.
getting out of the weekend and like kind of like just starting the week. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know, but I seen when I put them out on Monday, it does pretty good. This one today, I think
Okay.
it's pretty cool. I think you'll like it. It's more about a stroke recovery progress. It's not a recipe or anything like that. But I know that the usual gang watches all of them anyway, and I appreciate that. And
Yeah.
it's cool to see all the Mitch fits are here.
Yes, and it looks like oh God, Feral Grandma just came on.
Oh man,
So
man, oh that's
yeah, I
great.
mean these chats go pretty quickly, so I kind of like if I didn't if I didn't glance over, I would never have noticed.
Yeah, I know, I know. Let me see. I think yeah, this is showing me the chat underneath.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a
I'm not
little
on the
arrow.
live stream. I'm on the live stream for you don't use it. It's EVMUX
Yeah,
is
I
what I'm
saw
using.
their ad. I saw their ad up there.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
use
nice.
that for a lot of it, and then I use StreamYard for another part of it.
Yeah, well, I imagine they're both free platforms, but they try to
They are.
sell you upgrades all the time. And I use StreamYard, and that costs me at least $20 or more a month to get
Well, I
the
mean,
features that I.
$20 a month isn't too bad for me, but I wasn't sure what
Well,
really the price was. It's like
you
slowly.
don't you don't need up to 10 guests at a time. You don't need all the fancy. Get rid of their logo. Use your logos. I want to put up the coffee cup. Um, I want a higher resolution and try to make it better. So for $20 a month, I
Yeah.
do it, but they work out. It works out pretty good. It
Yeah.
works out pretty good.
The only reason why I would want to have it is not really because of how many guests, because this one actually I can have up to like 6 guests, and StreamYard I can have up to 6 guests.
Yeah, for free.
You
Yeah, the free version
know,
of
it's not really
StreamYard
about
is
guests. It's more about, believe it or not, for the StreamYard, I do twice Wednesdays a month. I do a like just like you do on Sundays. I do an interview with somebody, and like last time I did with Lewis one time, and I also did with Amy Hosp. I don't know if you ever
Oh,
heard.
okay.
And and I would like to be able to let them be able to put on their channel too. If there's anybody that comes on that has their own channel, like to stream it
Yeah.
to their channel.
You
But yeah,
can't do that. You can't do that in Evmux. I know you can in YouTube. When I have somebody else who has a channel, they always simulcast it, and I end up seeing the chat mixed up from both of them, which is great.
right. So I mean,
And this is why
that's
I'm
the
out
only
here
reason
on
why
my
I want
patio.
to upgrade StreamYard is so then people can come, so then people can they're interviewing, they can actually put it on their channel too. You know, that's the main reason. But other than that, I really don't need it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we have a lot of options. We have a lot of options, but I can't believe that this camera's cropped in on my face. It's the front-facing camera on my cell phone,
Oh, okay.
and
It looks good.
yeah, I know you get. It would be better if I could hold it up higher, but
Right.
I'm holding it with my right arm, which is my stroke arm. So
I mean, usually when I do on my phone, I just put it on my selfie stick and just prop it because it has
I
it's
could
over there.
probably turn it sideways here. Does this help? Let's make it any better. Yeah, that's better. Whoop.
Oh, it's
Oh,
good.
yeah,
Well,
that's
that
cool.
one I see more of it.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'm as long as I don't cover. I got to hold on to it though. And people ask me what happened to the cigars, and the answer to that. I mean, let me hold this up on my knee here. There we go. The answer to that is I don't do much broadcasting from outside, and nobody's seen me smoke the cigar. I don't smoke a lot of cigars now. I really cut back, but
Oh well.
I just enjoy it. I get tired of answering the same questions from people who equate cigar smoking with cigarette smoking and tell me what happened to their grandmother who smoked 6 packs a day for 40 years. You know, so
Yeah,
I need to give
my
up my
grandfather smoked a lot of cigarettes.
yeah. I need to give up puffing on my cigar. I
Yeah.
think
I mean, I don't know if
no.
he ever told this story or not, but he actually had his first cigarette, believe it or not, according to him, because I wasn't there. But he was 6 years old when he had his first cigarette,
Oh
and
wow.
it was about he was born in 1906, so this was like 1912, and at that time you could buy a cigarette for a penny. You could take them out of the pack, and you could actually buy them for a penny. And
Well,
he actually was he that was his first cigarette, and he died at 86. So he smoked pretty much for 80 years. No,
I think we've learned that the damage from cigarette smoking doesn't begin to approach the damage from the current diet
right.
because we never had rates of heart disease or diabetes. Heart disease was almost unknown in this country until Ansel Keys came along in the 60s and 70s and started talking about it comes from eating fat and put us all on a high sugar diet. And the rest is history. I think we'd be better off if everybody smoked cigarettes like they did in the 50s again.
Yeah.
People were much sure it's not good for you. Maybe it promotes lung cancer. Maybe it promotes lung cancer in a high sugar diet. We know now that, of course, that sugar is one of the prime drivers of cancer. So maybe carnivores smoking 4 packs a day would have no risk. You don't know. You can just guess at these things. We haven't been doing it long enough to come up with any real data. So everybody's got an opinion, and everybody wants to tell me how I need to live my life so I can be smart like them. So I do what I
It's
want to
amazing
do.
how people, just they know more about your body and your life than you do. It's
Oh, no doubt. And they may be right too. I don't ever just dismiss somebody out of hand.
no, and we shouldn't, but
But I know that
I mean,
the people in my life that I know that are relatively healthy eaters and cigar smokers are the people that live to be 100 or more. So I know a lot of World War II veterans that hang out at the cigar shop all the time. These guys are healthy. They're in their 90s, and they not only do they smoke cigars, but every day they come into the cigar lounge, so they're smoking cigars and breathing in not only their secondhand smoke, but everybody else's too. And they're ancient. They're
yeah.
ancient.
I mean, my great grandmother on my father's side lived to about 90 something, and she was full 100% Cherokee. So like she was like it was a typical like you'd go like in the South and you see like that Indian woman like on the back porch basically.
Yeah.
It was my great grandmother.
So I take it all with a grain of sand. It's one of the few things I have left in life that just relaxes me and I enjoy it. I've actually had a few of my doctors over my life who I respected. Not that we ever got into talking about diet, but most of them have said to me that the stress relief you get, the relaxation you get from just relaxing and puffing on a cigar is more beneficial than any risk you might get from the puffing itself. And I said, okay, that's what I want to hear. I like that. So, we tend to believe what we want to believe, and I'm
Mhm.
guilty of that too, aren't we all? Uh, just short of falling for that sugar diet thing. I'm not falling for that.
Yeah. Uh, that I mean it just I don't know how I feel. Like I know how I feel about the sugar diet. I just it's like eh.
Yeah, yeah, we've all said it, but still, if we're addicts, that's the interesting thing about it. If we are addicts, we got the angel and the devil on our shoulders, and that little devil is going, "Oh, come on, Mitch, you want to.
Right.
It won't hurt you.
Never
Look
mind
at
that
that.
the devil's actually tempting the angel now.
Yeah, look at that.
Come on,
Look
work
at that.
with me.
Yeah, the angel's eating a Twinkie. Look,
Yeah.
look at that muscular bodybuilder guy who's doing it. You could be just like him. Come on, Mitch. And then your addiction says to you, well, that makes sense to me.
I mean, speaking as a diabetic that knows what sugar does to me, I find it like, okay, fine. If you want to personally eat sugar, that if you want to be stupid and do this, that's up to you. But to promote it to people like Jill, to promote it to all these people that definitely will not benefit from this, to me is irresponsible. It's just
Agree. I agree. I
you know,
agree. But makes for good fodder on YouTube. That's
it
that's
does.
for sure.
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you said one time that you thought maybe we were being punked or something like that from somebody. And I'm
I
like,
thought initially,
he could
well,
be
what I
right. He could be
well,
right.
no, what I really finally distilled from watching enough of it, because I didn't even want to watch it. It just sounded like a stupid idea.
Yeah.
So, but I started watching it because I'm going to say, how did this get started? And I drew the conclusion, and it's my conclusion, but I think it's obvious that it got started as a hack for bodybuilders to get ripped for a couple weeks before a bodybuilder competition to get their body weight, their body fat below what they normally regard as healthy. But you have to have it that low to compete. So, okay, maybe it's a valid point for that. You're a bodybuilder, you're running around with 8% body fat, you need to get it down to 3. You got a competition in 2 weeks. How much damage can I really do to myself in 2 weeks? Because that's all I'm going to do this for. I will lose the weight. I will get ripped. And then as soon as the competition is over, I'll give up all this sugar crap and start eating healthy again.
Yeah.
And that actually mimics what the cavemen did when they had to use sugar as survival food. we have the ability to recover fairly rapidly from onslaughts of this stuff if it's a short period of time.
Right.
But it just took on a life of its own after that.
Yeah. Well, and that's the operative word, short period of time. You know,
Yeah.
it's one.
Yeah.
It's not much different than me going to my sister's party and having one cupcake. If I do it that one time and then go right back to what I'm doing, it's only one particular time. And it's a short time, and I get rid of that. You know what I'm saying. But if I'm going to do that every day, all the
Well, the
time,
problem, yeah.
then then that becomes a problem, and things start happening.
Well, the
You know?
real problem is if you're an addict and you finally learn to manage your addiction by not eating those things for years,
Right.
that this will be like an alcoholic, even if he only planned to not drink again, but he's going to go on a 1 week drinking binge. The likelihood is that 1 week binge will turn into a lifetime. And again, he's addicted. And that's the danger of this thing. And that's what people need, if anything, to understand about this sugar diet, why it's what it's for, where it came from, and the danger, if you're a carb addict, that it will ruin the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like it does for an alcoholic to go off the wagon.
Yep.
But
I mean,
your addictions are going to be urging you. That little devil is going to come out every day and say, you want it. You want it.
yeah.
And
No, I agree. I agree.
yeah,
You
you
know,
got to be careful. Well, listen, Thomas, I just stopped in to say hello. Time for me to go in there and eat my first meal of the day. And
Okay.
so I saw all my friends here. I thought, wow, let me stop in and say hi to Thomas. So
You're always welcome, Mitch. You know that.
that's great. Well, thanks, Guy. And how do you get out of here? Is there a button that says leave?
I'll let you out, and then there should be a way that you can get out of there.
I usually there's a button that says leave. I don't even see that. Wow.
Uh,
Okay. Let me
I'll
out.
put
Let
you
me
on
out.
scene, and then probably something should pop up. All right. And let me see if I can. Let me see. Oh, he figured it out. Good. All right. So that was pretty cool. Mitch was actually on the screen with me. So that was pretty cool. And I saw that Aunt B is here. So hello, Aunt B. How you doing? I will put in the chat one more time. I will put in if anybody else wants to come on and say hello. And I'm actually going to also do, I hope you guys don't mind, but if anybody wants to, you don't have to. There's no obligations, but I'm actually going to put in my Buy Me a Coffee link. So if anybody wants to do either one, that's fine. We're talking a little bit about this, about smoking, and I saw some things in the chats that, responded to that, and everything. So Aunt B, how you doing today? Good morning, Target Prime. Let me just put this on the screen. All right. So good morning, Target Prime Rib and guest Mitch, Old Guy Carnivore. Notifications didn't work. Don't work. Oh, I'm sorry, Aunt B. I do apologize on that. Do you have it turned on for my channel? I mean, I wouldn't be insulted if you didn't. And Federal Grandma, how you doing today? You not only is he the Mitch Fit Terry suit, he's the original Mitch Fit. He's the mold that we were all created from. So that's pretty cool. Now I know a few people are coming in on here and stuff like that, but if anybody wants to, well, first, if anybody wants to come on here and just say hello before, and then, like I said, I can cut a little bit earlier, so then we can see, so you guys could watch Chris cooking that. I don't know where Peter is. Where's Rick? Where's Aaron? That's, well, Well, it's today's shopping day for Aaron. I'm not sure. And Peter could be working, and so could Rick. So, who knows? Yeah, we were asking that yesterday. I don't know. Laura's been gone for a couple days now. I don't know. It's a good question. I hope she's okay. I really do. Mhm. So I was thinking about I got a little extra money, so I was actually thinking about taking an Uber and getting a few steaks at the local shop right near me, because I can't get them delivered without paying a lot of extra money. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's always a good thing, you know. Yeah, I know Mitch was saying about how a lot of the Mitch fits are here, but I don't think it's every Mitch fit. I think there's quite a few that's not here, but I got a lot of people here, and this is great. It really is. It's really great. Now, Bill, did you change your channel name? Because wasn't it just Bill Cook before? Was it always Bill Cook 411? Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if today was a shopping day or not. I mean, I would think that she always has a shopping day. So, oh, cool. Thank you, guys. I just got to buy me a coffee from Mace Foodie and Bacon Baby. Um, sorry, it's Sneezana Nielsen. So I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Bacon Baby. I do apologize. Okay, thank you both very, very much. I'm not sure who Mace Fodi is, so if one of you could put it inside the comments on which one is Mace Fodi, I I appreciate it. I really do. I don't know if you guys are in. I don't know if Mace Fodi is actually in the chats, but I do appreciate the gesture and the kindness. Thank you very much. Let me actually open up each one so I can actually see. Mace Fodi actually bought me 3 coffees, and Bacon Baby bought me a coffee. So that's pretty cool. Thank you. Wow. Um, I'll see you, Terry. I'm sorry I missed that. You're leaving. Well, I thought Terry was supposed to be interviewed by Mitch for next week. Was I? I mean, I. But when he talked yesterday to Rick, it sounded like there was nobody. I mean, I guess I just misunderstood that or misheard it. Hmm. Okay, so you passed up iced coffee because no cream. Ugh. Well, I guess you could still have iced coffee without cream, but yeah, I agree. Has anybody ever had the cold brew? Oh, thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. And thank you, Wendy. Oh my God, you guys are so generous. Oh my God. Wow. You're gonna make me cry. Wow. Yeah, it takes a lot to get me to cry. What? Let me see. What did I miss? What is funny? Okay. This is what Bill put down. Should be easier to find. My brother sent me a video on imitating Mitch. I put it on my YouTube. Okay, I'll make sure to watch that, Bill. That's funny. That's funny. Do you ever see Aaron imitate imitate Mitch? The one with the hat being backwards and pulling fast. That's funny. She's what would make you mad, Tanya? Oh, my sugars are going a little high. What would for Virgos don't cry? Yeah, no, I know. That's why I said almost. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? Thank you for coming here. Yeah, I realized late in the game that today was Chris's live stream. I do this every weekdays, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. But I forgot all about Chris being on for Monday, so we'll have to figure something out that we don't clash, and that everybody can see both of us. I am good. I am good. I had a little bit of intrigue early this morning with work, but it's everything is yay okay. Just had a what the hell moment. That's all. That's cool. Billy got a subscriber. Excellent. So how you doing, Aunt B? All good with you? No, I didn't, Cindy. I'll have to check that out. I'm sure it's on. I'm sure it's. I can find it, right? Just go to your channel and anything really of cool interest that would interest any of us. Oh, okay, Lisa. I'll see you later. Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate that. I'm usually the one that makes the joke on the likes of other channels. I always say about how I broke my thumb. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Jane. But you caught me earlier today too. When did you catch me earlier today? Oh, oh yeah, the short. Yeah, of me waiting for the phone call. Yeah. Basically, Ampy, I don't know if you realize. Um, yeah, I was waiting downstairs for them to call me to tell me whether or not I'm working, and they never did. But that's okay. I was ready. I was dressed and everything. That's cool, Cindy. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I didn't really do the BB&E, but I am abstaining from dairy. I was going to abstain from dairy and coffee, but the vote was, I had asked a few people, and they all, most of everybody, voted that I should just do dairy and not really do coffee right yet. Two things might be a little harder, and since I use coffee for stress, and I had some stress, it was just easier. I'm a witness, target prime rib. Yes. I mean, technically, I'm probably BB&E anyway. I mean, I do eat bacon, like that's pretty much my diet. The only thing is, I do add coffee to it. And now that I'm not having dairy, I'm definitely doing it. So, okay, Bill. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I can't really say it's coffee time again. I'm actually thinking after this live, I paid a few bills, and like I said, I think I might take an Uber and go to Shoprite and get a few steaks for the rest of the month. And because I don't eat them every day, I just have burgers and steaks. I just like the variety. And then maybe get some other things, and then maybe get some coffee at the Shoprite. Some black coffee at the Shoprite. I don't know yet. And you saw it, Sandy? Yeah, I mean, most of the time I just do my shorts like right on the whim, or actually I do my videos pretty much on the whim. I just kind of, you know, start walking, and um, actually later on you're going to see a pretty. If you haven't seen it already, you're going to see. Yeah, I think you're going to see it tomorrow, actually. So I won't give too much away. But excuse me. I mean, some of my videos can be a little like, huh, but I hope and pray that some of them are pretty exciting and pretty inspiring. It's kind of a mix. I mean, the huh and the yay are both the same inspiration. You know, um, yeah. Well, the videos are done from my phone, so the phone is a lot clearer, but it's harder to do chats and stuff like that. So this is on my computer. My computer is a little bit older, actually a lot older, and so it's not as clear. Just going to see if that worked a little bit. It's not as clear or anything like that. So that's probably why it's a little blurrier. I do apologize. Actually, one of the things that I want to save up for, and I still will be able to save whether I have my work or not, is a new, is maybe getting another computer that would have a better camera and stuff. So yeah, I do plan on addressing that. But it's, to me, it's not about the picture. It's more about the people, and you guys make a difference. hopefully that my blurriness, and if I'm too clear, it might scare people away. That was just a joke. I don't really think that people are going to scare me away. So, I mean, everything is really carnivore talk tonight, like those guys, but I'm going to miss it. Okay, yeah, I actually joined. I actually did his website, so I might actually go on, and it's possible I might even go on as a guest. I don't know everybody that is on there. I knew last week. I knew Rick, and I've seen Bob before. Because he's part of SBG, not SBG. He's part of Kilt's Mighty Tribe, KMT, and so I thought it wouldn't be a bad thing to go on there and stuff. So this is great. We're almost to the hour. Um, I'm gonna put in the if anybody wants to come on here. It's the whole thing is just super good. And I'm going to go to my home page on the other thing. So this is really cool. All right. Well, I hope that I can figure it. If anybody has a topic you want to talk about, we could talk about it, and no problem. I like when the rain hits like a metal roof. It kind of, to me, it sounds like bacon sizzling. Of course, Sandy. I mean, Cindy. Don't worry about that. I put it out there. If anybody wants to, they want to. If they don't, or they can't, then that's fine too. You missed. Mitch was actually on here before, so I think you missed it by a few minutes, unless you were in the chats during that time. I don't know. I mean, in the viewer section. Okay. Well, um, I want to do that shopping thing. So let me just see. I'll see you later on to Sister Tanya. Uh, but I'm actually going to get going myself. I'm glad everybody came on here. I do appreciate if Chris is still on, to get some of, to be able to watch some of him. And uh, I said it before carnivore, but yeah, maybe deep down I was always carnivore. So that's cool, Amp. I appreciate that. Um, all right, so here we go. This is Target Prime Rib.